a completely defeated looking orange Donald Trump sat at the Resolute Desk in the Oval Office as the real president, President Elon Musk, ranted and raved incoherently. Now, I don't want to understate or overstate the absurdity and significance of what we are going to look at here. Even a few years ago, the idea that the richest man in the world would buy his way into the Oval Office and get what is effectively carte blanche to do whatever the hell. When you're rich, they let you do whatever you want. Remember when Trump said that about sexually assaulting women? Well, apparently Elon Musk is doing it with regard to an assault on the federal government. He bought his way in 250, 270 million, 300 million. What's 50 million, right? When you've got his money. And now he gets to stand in the Oval Office as Donald Trump sits aside while Elon's son eats boogers and rubs them on the Resolute Desk. I'm not exaggerating, folks. This is where we are. What a good deal, right? I mean, good for Elon Musk in the sense that he figured out how to do it. Here is Elon saying, people voted for the stuff that I'm doing, leaving out, of course, that no one voted for Elon Musk.
The people voted for major government reform. There should be no doubt about that. That was on the campaign. The president spoke about that at every rally. The people.
And look at Trump looking dejected. This is the look of a guy who is saying, oh my God, what am I doing? I'm doing nothing. Can I even stop this? Why is all the attention on Elon?
Voted for major government reform, and that's what people are going to get. They're going to get what they voted for. And a lot of times that, people that don't get what they voted for, but in this presidency, they are going to get what they voted for.
Consider the audacity, the testicular fortitude of a guy who is completely unelected. Listen, they voted for lower grocery prices. They're not getting them. Eggs are sky high, okay? They voted for improvements to the economy that would benefit the average person. They're not getting them. They've got Elon just mass laying people off. Understand that this mere image of the unelected richest man in the world taking questions from reporters in the Oval Office as Trump just sits there orange and swollen, the image alone is vomitous. And as much power as we know the rich have had over government for a long time in the United States, doing it this nakedly and brazenly would have been unthinkable in years past. Now, reporters, I mean, listen, am I giving them credit? Are they terrible? It's a mixed bag with these reporters that are now asking questions. But a reporter at least tries to say, there are conflicts of interest here, right? I mean, you're the one who now has the keys to everything, but you're the one with the government contract and all these different things. And Elon goes, oh no, we post to X. We post excretions to X telling you what Doge is up to. Sorry, this is the wrong clip. Here we go.
The White House says that you will identify and excuse yourself from any conflicts of interest that you may have. Does that mean that you are in effect policing yourself? What are the checks and balances that are in place to ensure that there is accountability and transparency?
Well, we actually are trying to be as transparent as possible. In fact, we post our actions to the Doge handle on X and to the Doge website. So all of our actions are maximally transparent. In fact, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, guys, you want transparency? What is more transparent than the richest guy in the world doing whatever the hell he wants with Doge because Trump has given them the keys and said, have fun, go for a joyride. He does whatever he wants, and then they post about it to the social media platform that he also owns. What could possibly be more transparent than that? Says Elon Musk. Now, in the middle of this, to really give it more gravitas and seriousness, Elon Musk's son is picking boogers relentlessly out of his nose. We're playing the video for you now next to Trump. And then at a certain point, as Trump is looking dejected and Elon is ranting incoherently, Elon Musk's son starts rubbing boogers on the Resolute Desk, where I recently stood alongside former President Joe Biden. Now Trump's there, and here is Elon Musk's son rubbing boogers on the Resolute Desk. What imagery. What imagery we have here. Oh, and he's eating some boogers too. Just, I mean, why not, right? I mean, if you're already in up to your wrist, you might as well keep going. What the hell is happening to our government here? Well, it's that Elon Musk has taken over. Elon Musk was asked, you spread misinformation about condoms for Hamas. And Elon said, well, I am going to say some things that are incorrect.
Mr. Musk, you said on X that an example of the fraud that you have cited was $50 million of condoms was sent to Gaza. But after fact check this, apparently Gaza in Mozambique, and the program was to protect them against HIV. So can you correct the statements? It wasn't sent to Hamas, actually. It was sent to Mozambique, which makes sense why condoms was sent there.
Yeah.
And how can we make sure that all the statements that you said were correct, so we can trust what you say?
Well, first of all, some of the things that I say will be incorrect and should be corrected. So nobody's going to bat 1,000. I mean, we will make mistakes, but we'll act quickly to correct any mistakes. I'm not sure we should be sending $50 million worth of condoms to anywhere.
There you go. So anyway, he's going to say some things that are wrong, which we didn't really need him to explain to us. Now, Trump, of course, was also asked about all this stuff. And he goes, listen, I campaigned on doing exactly what we're doing. This is what I campaigned on, and now we're carrying it out.
Judge is an activist. Judge wants to try and stop us from doing this. Why? Why would they want to do that? I campaigned on this. I campaigned on the fact that I said government is corrupt.
Right.
And it is very corrupt. It's very, very. It's also foolish.
So the solution to the corrupt government that Trump campaigned on is letting Elon Musk do whatever the hell he wants. Now, Elon Musk was asked even more specifically, you've gotten billions in government contracts from the Pentagon, and now you are the one looking into DOD. You're the one who now is going to get to say, even as a recipient of government money, where should government money be spent? Isn't that a conflict? And Elon goes, oh no, SpaceX does that. I don't do that. That's SpaceX. Well, of course, SpaceX is his company.
If you have received billions of dollars in contracts from the Pentagon, and the president's directing you to look into the Department of Defense, is that a conflict of interest?
Are going to do at the president's request.
Does that present a conflict of interest for you?
No, because you'd have to look at the individual contract and say, first of all, I'm not the one, filing the contract. It's people at SpaceX or someone who will be putting for the contract. And I'd like to say, if you see any contract where where it was awarded to SpaceX and it wasn't by far the best value for money for the taxpayer, let me know.
There you go. We can trust that if Elon finds that some of the contracts he's been given aren't the absolute best deal for taxpayers, he's not going to allow those to stand. My prediction, Elon finds that the contracts given to SpaceX were absolutely the best. So what a sight. Trump slouched over behind his desk looking like an asterisk, right? It looks like Elon is the guy running things. Musk wearing a hat, his kids running around, rubbing boogers on the Resolute Desk, eating boogers. What the hell is going on? And Trump's body language really strikes me the same as after his meeting with Putin. Remember the famous meeting with Putin where Trump came out and goes, no, listen, I mean, he very strongly denied that they did the hack, and I believe him. I don't know, why would he lie, It's the same dejected Trump who realizes he's been outplayed, a deflated party balloon, a piñata that's been popped. What imagery. And you can tell also that Trump may be starting to realize that he's been had by how he's answering questions about J.D. Vance as a possible heir to the Republican throne. Let's talk about that next. People in the audience know that I have never had a cat. And so many of my friends have said, you've got to meet my cat. My cat's awesome. And they're always right. And I end up loving the cat. And that's why I love that one of our sponsors today is Smalls, who make cat food with human grade ingredients. Smalls uses protein-packed recipes with no preservatives or artificial flavors, using ingredients that you'd find in your own fridge. That's why Cats.com named Smalls the best overall cat food. And Smalls works with the Humane Society. They've donated over $1 million worth of food to help cats, and they even give you a chance to donate at checkout for vaccines, spaying, and neutering. I have a friend who recently switched to Smalls for his cat. I can tell you firsthand, his cat's food smells way better now. And it's because of the human-grade ingredients that Smalls uses. No more weird odor filling the house. After switching to Smalls, 88% of cat owners reported overall health improvements. And the team at Smalls is so confident your cat will love the product that they will refund you if your cat won't eat the food. Head to smalls.com and use promo code PACMAN at checkout for 50% off your first order plus free shipping. The link is in the description.